Being a human being also gives you responsibility for your actions. And there's a law, the karma law, which means that you obey this law, unconsciously or consciously. Of course, with awareness comes, of course, responsibility for your actions. And this is when your consciousness reaches a point where that you are aware that you are soul, and that you're not just a physical body, and that you have been here before. As soul, you carry the experience and the knowledge, but of course your physical different incarnations, you might lose this knowledge. It might be buried in your subconscious and then reactivated by some experience. If you can retain this information throughout one lifetime, it helps you to work off a lot of your karmic debts and to advance as you should. And of course, as a human being, you have to be retarded and crippled and a murderer, men, women, all different races, everything that you can be as a human being. Sometimes it staggers the imagination to try to think of these concepts, because in the mineral state alone, you could have existed for thousands and thousands of years. But you see, time is a concept of man. It does not exist in the other dimensions. That's why it's very difficult for man to see or understand how long that he could have existed as soul. But this is part of the development of soul. This is part of the perfection. Without the negative experiences, you don't understand the positive. You can't appreciate the positive. Without going through all these experiences, you can't have compassion and understanding for others that go through these same experiences. This is part of you becoming a divine co-worker with the Supreme Being, or God. God is the energy source that flows through all living things. And to make sure that it would never cease to exist, it procreated from itself everything that existed. And this creation goes on for eternity, never ending. It's a never ending process. And you're part of this process, you're part of this plan. When you've incarnated all that you can incarnate in the physical and you have no more physical incarnations, you still have experience and learning on the other dimensions. The learning process never ends. You become a co-worker with the Supreme Being, and you choose a job after your physical incarnations are up, such as a spiritual guide, or what you might call an angel, or a higher being. Maybe you'll reincarnate and be a teacher here, or on some other planet, or another solar system. There are many, many choices that you can make when you reach this advanced stage. And of course, it's always an individual choice, just as all your lifetimes are. Everything is chosen before you incarnate into the physical by you, according to what you need as an experience. And what I'm teaching in my workshops is teaching people how to do soul travel, which means as soul, you can leave the physical body at will and go to the other dimensions. Not like astral projection, which limits you to the astral plane, but it's unlimited as soul, so that you can go to any dimension according to what your consciousness is or what your needs are, and bring this experience back to the physical. And this can help you so that when this lifetime is over, death is not something you fear, but just a transition from one dimension to another. And this is part of what we're trying to teach people on Earth, to overcome a lot of the fears that have been set on you by your limitations. Because as soul, you're really not limited. And imagination is the key to creation. And anything that you can imagine is reality somewhere. All of your thoughts are energy. And you have to understand that you can reinforce the negative or the positive with your thoughts and with your energy. So you must do this in order to make a better world for yourself. Because your energy is a force. It's very important, has a lot to do with what happens in your environment and in your world. But you must focus on yourself as an individual and not worry about what someone else does. But you as an individual, take the opportunity to make a better world with your energy and with your understanding of yourself as an individual. and accepting that you're soul and not this physical body, and that your existence is great and your knowledge is great, but you have to reawaken and reactivate this knowledge within yourself.